the Live O.
Well, Live-O Spaghetti-O, and we're gonna tear Garth a new one tonight. Yeah.
Welcome to my stream tonight, and if you see the title, I'm going to be talking about Garth Brooks and his hypocrisy.
Yeah, his hypocrisy.
Now, this is a public stream, so there's a good chance there may be some Garth haters who see this and might want to come in and talk.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, I did want to say something, Wild Bill. This may sound kind of crazy, but I don't know. I know I talk about it sometimes in my streams and everything, or when I'm on camera or something. But my soul sister, or the person that I can consider my soul sister, there's a chance, a small chance, give or take, that she may show up in a stream sometime, like in the comments or something, because she had found my YouTube channel and she saw some of the streams with you and Robert and Trish on screen. So, I mean, there's a chance. I mean, like that she may like know your channel or something, because I did tell her what your name was and everything. I mean, I thought, you guys seem to kind of want to meet my soul sister anyway. So I was like, why not? I mean, my friends would love to meet you guys. So, oh, hey, Elsa and Trish. Oh, stepped outside, just walked back in. What did I miss?
You haven't missed yet, Trish.
Yeah. Haven't missed a thing.
The only thing I said was this is the stream about Garth Brooks' hypocrisy, and this is a public live stream, and there may be some Garth Brooks haters who might come in here, but I don't really give a shit. And if they get mad, it's because they can't handle the truth.
Yeah. And that's when I added that there's also a chance that a couple of my other friends may eventually show up in a stream, which one of them, believe it or not, is actually my soul sister, because she found my YouTube channel and been watching some of my old streams and laughing. So,
and then we got old DJ Justin in the house.
Yeah, DJ Justin.
Good evening, Al. How are you?
You're welcome, DJ.
So, I'm not going to take up a lot of people's time. We're going to get into this. This is the Garth Brooks hypocrisy live stream. And so, yeah. So, for those of you who do not know, Mr. G-Man, a.k.a. the Garth of the Brooketh, he canceled his stadium tour here a little while back. But choose... Okay, now, here's the thing that gets me, okay? Now, this guy cancels his world tour, but still chooses to do a dive bar. Okay. And if you notice, he did a dive bar in his home state of Oklahoma. And so he had to gloat. He had to do that because he's got to go make himself in his home state. And I'm pretty sure it probably wasn't too far away from Stillwater. Okay. So he probably had to go make himself look fucking 10 feet tall and bulletproof. Okay. Now, I seen some clips from this thing, and it was funny as hell. They showed him backstage getting ready to go out on stage. His whole band wasn't wearing masks, but he was. Okay. Then you see him take it off right as he gets ready to kind of like goes up the final step onto the stage there. And he goes out and he plays in front of like 700 fucking people in a dive bar. Excuse me. Okay. First of all, a fucking dive bar ain't going to hold no fucking 700 people. When I think of a dive bar, I think of a dive bar somewhere like the Bowery in Myrtle Beach, or I'll give you another example. I don't know, them little tiny fucking bars you see on TV. most of the time. Okay, that's a dive bar, not something the size of fucking Mickey Gillies. You know what I'm saying? Does his world tour actually include the rest of the world? No, it wasn't a world tour, Elsa. It was a stadium tour. It was a United States tour. He had a world tour, but if I'm not mistaken, it was just a stadium tour. But now he's supposed to be next year sometime supposed to be playing Dublin, Ireland again. So okay. Now I don't give a damn about him playing a dive bar. I could give a shit. Okay. But don't sit there and tell fans that you love them and you love your fans and you do everything you can for your fans and all that stuff. When you sit there and these people probably went online, some of them probably waited all fucking day to get tickets. Some of them probably took, vacation days to go to these fucking shows and stuff like that. And what do? Oh, you're going to cancel your tour because of Corona. But it's okay for 700 people in Oklahoma to get the fucking coronavirus so you could play a dive bar to fucking boost your fucking ego. Right? Okay. I don't know what's worse. Is Garth Brooks canceling his world tour and playing a dive bar, or the people that fucking support him in doing that and acting like it's no big fucking deal? All right, I'm going to give y'all an example. There's a guy I work with. He's a supervisor on one of the night shifts. I was talking to him probably, this was right, I hate to say it. It was probably a week right before he was getting ready to, I think it was like a week right before he was getting ready to cancel his fucking stadium tour there, right? Because he had tickets from the original show in Charlotte that got canceled. Okay. And we were talking, he's like, yeah, I got tickets to see him in Charlotte, but I got a feeling he's going to cancel it again. And what happens? A week later, he cancels his fucking stadium tour. So this guy's not, second time got fucking canceled, ain't got a chance to see Garth yet. Okay, now you're gonna make fucking people like that wait, that want to see you. Okay, but yet you're gonna fucking cancel your tour and play a fucking dive bar. I'm not sure if he got I think this time he got a refund. The first time your tickets were good until he played the show. But this time I think he got a refund. And I think this time everybody got a refund. Because he don't know when he's going back out. Hint, fucking playing a dive bar. Okay. I can't, here's the thing. And I've told people this before, and I'm going to say it again. I used to be one of the hugest Garth Brooks fans on the fucking planet. When I was growing up, I had a big old giant fucking poster of Garth Brooks on my wall, right beside my Lane Frost poster that I had. Okay? All right. I've always loved Garth music. And I used to like Garth as a damn person. But ever since he's come back, he ain't been nothing but just doing stupid shit, especially the last 4 or 5 years. Really. I mean, all that damn debacle with the Fun album, and then now you're going to turn around and cancel your damn tour after sitting here, all these fucking people going out buying these damn tickets, and then, but I'm going to go play a dive bar in fucking Oklahoma and boost my ego, make people think my cock's bigger than what it is. Okay?
That was too funny. Oh, did I know you were going to go there?
Okay. I mean,
I love how Elsa said, I don't want nightmares with him on my wall. LOL.
my thing is, right? My thing is this. Okay. Now, watch this fucker go out here and put out another legacy collection within next year, releasing more fucking shit, but yet people want to see his ass live, and he's like, well, you got all this corona out here. You know what I'm saying? If you're that, I'm just going to say this, okay? Look, Garth, if you're watching, or if any of your people are watching, or you got people that are running your Facebook pages or whatever watching, let me tell you something, okay? We don't want rehashes, okay? And if you're going to put out another legacy collection, do it right and include Gunslinger and Fun. We don't give a shit about the anthology, okay? At least I don't anyway. If you're not going to put out new music and make fucking people, and you're going to make people wait years to get the shit, and if you're not going to tour within the next year or two, why don't the fuck you just go ahead and retire and get it over with? Okay? Instead of dragging people through the fucking mud and being some kind of, oh, Garth, he's just the greatest artist in the world. Really? You got fucking people so snowballed that it's fucking pathetic. Like I said, I got nothing against your music. I got a problem with the way you do your career and how you treat your fans. That's the problem I have. And to be honest with you, the Fun album ain't all that great. The highlight of that album is the last track on the album, and that's Sometimes You Have to Die to Live Again. And some people's favorite track is Dull Needle in the Stack.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Because to be honest, I still can't get over that song, man. We need a part 2, Garth.
They say sometimes silence is fucking bliss.
Yeah. Oh, they also say silence is golden.
Yeah. Okay. So you sit here, and here's another hypocrisy that I can't stand about Garth. Okay. He sits there and says everything he does is for the songwriters. He won't put out music He won't put out music digitally unless it's on Amazon. He won't go on YouTube, but he has an Instagram and a Facebook. And I don't know if he's got a Twitter because I really don't go on Twitter that much. Okay? Now, you sit there and think. You act like YouTube is such a bad fucking place, right? Okay? Do you know how many artists music gets heard because they go to YouTube? You know how many albums I bought because I went to YouTube and heard someone's song and I'm like, damn, that's cool. I want to go buy that record. Okay? There's been a lot of bands I have discovered because of YouTube. Okay? But you sit there and say, okay, well, the songwriters don't get paid. Do you realize that when you're on fucking Facebook and you're standing up there and you're streaming whatever it is that you're doing, you're playing. The artists ain't getting paid then either. And if they show that on Instagram, guess what? They're not getting paid either. So if you're so worried about the songwriters getting paid, why don't you pay them more instead of pocketing all that damn ass money? Because you got plenty of it, right? Give them a little bit more, then that way you can put your music on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and stuff like that for all your other fans to be able to enjoy it. No, but you got to be a dick. Okay? Oh, the songwriters don't get paid. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't get paid enough. Maybe that's because you're not paying them enough. We all know you're greedy. All you care about is $1 and how many diamonds you can get and how many album sales you can get. It's not about the music. Let me tell you, it's not. And the problem is you got your fans out there that'll buy any fucking thing you put out. So you know you're going to make money off of it. So, you know, what's the deal, man? I mean, seriously. Why don't, if you're going to play, if you can sit there and justify playing a dive bar indoors in front of 700 fucking people, and you can play, but you can't play an outdoor venue like a stadium with 50,000 people in it that's technically considered outside, okay? Ain't that a little bit? I mean, ain't that a little bit hypocritical? I mean, seriously. You said yourself the other night on Inside Studio G, oh, it was great to see college football back. It's great to see football back. So it's great to see all them fucking fans sitting in the stands cheering for their team. So it's okay for them to jam pack a stadium and cheer for their team, but they can't jam pack a stadium and watch you perform. Okay? But yet you'll go to Oklahoma and fucking boost your ego by playing a fucking dive bar. You know what your problem is? You have too many yes people around you that, oh, Garth, let's do that. Oh, yes, we'll do that. Yes, we'll do that. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, yeah. You know, why don't you take criticism? Why don't you say no for something instead of having people tell you yeah all the fucking time? I'm lucky that I didn't buy fucking tickets to one of your shows because I'd have been livid. And to be honest with you, I don't live too far from Charlotte.
Yeah, baby.
I could have went to that show.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
No. Yeah. Oh my God, Elsa. It's like just because Garth is in Oklahoma doesn't mean I want to go check him out. Like wherever he's playing.
See, Garth, you don't need your ego boosted anymore, okay? You don't need no more money. Let me tell you something too, Garth. Now, as a guy who buys physical media, as a guy who spends 90% of the money that he buys music in, and I buy vinyl a lot, and I'll only buy CDs if that's the only way that I can get it, okay? As much as I love vinyl and as much as I hope that it never goes away again, okay? In about a few years, physical media is going to be played out. Okay? You're not going to have CDs anymore. So unless you're not going to put your albums out on vinyl, and you're not going to put them out on iTunes and Spotify and some of these other places where you can get music in YouTube, you might as well just go ahead, pack your damn bags, okay, tell the world that you're retiring again, and go back to Nashville or Oklahoma, wherever the hell it is that you live, and call it quits. Because people ain't going to buy physical media because there ain't going to be a lot of people that's going to be producing it anymore. And the people that are going to be making it ain't going to be making lots of it. Unless you're the only artist out there that's going to have CDs. So, my whole thing is you're putting yourself in a corner that you can't get out of. You're putting yourself in a situation that's not good. But yet you got all these yes people around you that give you everything you want. They agree with everything you say. They won't tell you no because they're probably afraid they're going to get fired.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've got Elsa, it's because he's helping his mom do Uber deliveries. Uber Eats.
Uber Eats.
But he sits there, right? And if you're not going to do this shit, why don't you just quit? Why don't you just pack it up and go to the house? There's a third person watching. I don't know who they are. You can comment if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine too.
Yeah, I wonder who's watching.
But that's the thing. And none of these people and none of your Facebook pages will take any kind of criticism on you. They you say something bad about you, they'll block you or they won't let you post anything because, oh my God, can't talk bad about you. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, he's the greatest fucking guy on the planet. Sorry, Jesus, but you're not the Messiah. Or,
But damn.
Sorry, Garth, you're not the Messiah. I didn't mean to say that. Okay. Jesus was the Messiah, not Garth. Okay.
Okay, well that's what I was gonna say. While Bill, like, because you said sorry, Jesus, you're not the Messiah. I was like, what?
Because I got Jesus on my mind because I was talking about that last night.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Garth, you're not the Messiah. Okay, Jesus was, and he's already come and gone. So you ain't all that.
And a bag of chips. I was thinking.
And a bag of or a box of ding dongs.
Yeah, a box of ding dongs. Yeah. Like,
Okay.
sometimes you got to add something for emphasis.
Okay.
But that is true, Elsa.
I mean, he still is, but he died and was resurrected. He's still, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But the thing is, right? Why have Inside Studio G if it's not going to matter? What are you going to do for the next 2 or 3 months?
Yeah.
You're not playing shows. So what's the point in it? Okay? I know you're not working on a new record. Hell, you just put one out. It took you 3 years to put that one out.
His next album will probably be released in like 2025 or something.
As good as Gunslinger, you might as well not even try.
Actually, that's a good point, Wild Bill, because I feel like Garth is like slowly damaging his legacy by releasing mediocre records. I mean,
so
like constantly.
Look, unless you're going to put out new music, don't bother. Don't be filming no more drive-in shows. None of this crap right here, because here's the way I look at it. If you're not going to play in front of 50,000 people, don't play in front of 700 and act like COVID's the fucking reason. Because unless I'm wrong, let's say those 700 people had to be vaccinated. Well, guess what? Now they're telling you even the vaccinated can get the coronavirus. Okay? So what's the difference between 700 and 50,000? Nothing. I just don't think you really wanted to play those shows. probably said, "Oh shit, I had too many damn hamburgers over the damn break, and my ass is fat, and I can't find the damn stage anymore like I used to. So I'm gonna cancel the world tour until I can get my ass in shape."
Yeah.
Well, if you quit going on damn Trish's cooking show, you might damn lose some weight.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, if you're trying to lose weight, Garth, why? Like, you need to get to the root of the problem. Why? Like,
He's had all this time during the pandemic. He should have been able to finish the rest of the anthologies, and the vinyl box sets too.
Yeah.
The majority of the cases and deaths are from fully vaccinated people.
Shows you how useless the vaccine is. Well, that is true, Elsa. It's sad.
So now here's what's going to happen, man. You're going to put out the damn anthology too. Oh my God, it's going to be the best thing since grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, baby.
Right? Who gives a shit?
Like, Garth is gonna save us all with his anthologies.
And let me tell you something else, Garth. You think about something. You put out Triple Live. All that music you could have put on each one of those discs and really made that package something you didn't.
Yeah. I was wondering, do you even like the Triple Live guys? Because you don't. I mean, even you guys, even people in our group don't even talk about it that much. I mean, you just treat it like just another useless box set or something.
Well, it's because you got to think about something, Alvin. It took him forever to put out Fun. Took him forever to put out the Triple Live album, and the way he was talking about it was supposed to be jam-packed fucking full of music. What did it have? What, maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 tracks that wasn't on the original, if that. And yet it was supposed to be this big, great fucking thing.
Now that I think about it.
And here's the funny thing: you didn't even put out a proper live version of that.
Yeah.
You only put out the version that you put in the box set on vinyl. So, I mean, what are you doing, man? I mean, you got control of your masters. You can do anything you want to. And yet you choose to do the same shit. Okay, Garth. So if you're watching this video, or if Hashtag or Samantha or anybody in your crew or your Facebook pages or whatever, and they get back to you and they talk to you about what you see, do me a favor. I know you don't like YouTube, but go on YouTube. Click under Metallica Remastered Box Set Unboxing. And watch one of those videos and see what a real damn box set looks like. Okay? Look at all the content you get for a box set. Okay? Metallica's the same. Metallica's a band who owns their own masters like you do. Okay? They choose to give their fans something for their money. Not only did they get the Black Album remastered, they got all those live shows. They got all those interviews and those demos and rare mixes and different cuts of the songs. They got a book. They got all that really cool stuff that they got in that box set. What do people get when they bought the Target box set? A rehash of the same shit. Of songs you done put out so many times that I don't even think you know how many times you put them out. Okay?
Yeah.
We don't
Stupid
want
is
that
as stupid
stuff
does.
anymore. Let me tell you something. A guy who has toured as much as you have, okay, can't tell me that just about every album that you have ever done, you have at least done at least one massive world tour. If you ain't got shit tons of live material from these shows in your vault somewhere, then you're about dumb as anybody I know. Why don't you release that shit? Put it in a box set. Make it worth something. When you did that Target box set, you know what? You could have put a DVD or a Blu-ray of the Yankee Stadium show in there. Oh no, I'm gonna go in here and rehash all this old music that I got and put it in there because I need to sell it because the songwriters need to make money. Well, pay their asses more and you don't have to worry about that shit. Instead of pocketing all that money and being greedy. I just want to tell you something, Garth, but you claim yourself to be a man of God and you know you talk about in all your records through God all things are possible, right? Let me tell you something. You know, I hope you're a guy that reads your Bible, and I don't read mine like I should, and I'll admit that. You know, there's a quote in the Bible that says it's easier for a camel to enter the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. You might want to think about that. Okay? So when you leave this world, you can't take it with you when you go. You can't buy your way into heaven. So maybe it's time you start divvying up some of that money instead of being so damn greedy. Okay? So you can sit here and be mad or whatever. Maybe you'll talk about me on your show. Like, look at this asshole that did this YouTube video about me. Good. I'm glad. Somebody needs to. Okay? Let me tell you something, Garth Brooks. My favorite country artist of all time is a man that used to be your best friend, Chris Ledoux. A real cowboy, a real artist, a real man and a fan of the people. Okay? You used to be a strong number two. And when I say a strong number two, I mean you were like that up against Chris Ledoux. That's how much I was a fan of yours until you started doing all this dumb stuff that you've been doing. Okay. What does that tell you? You're not even in, I wouldn't even consider you in my top 5.
Damn.
Because as a musician, you're one of the most talented country artists in the world out there. But as a person and as a businessman, you suck. Quit lying to your fans. Quit treating them like they're stupid. Quit treating them like they're ignorant. And let me tell you something. To the fans out there that think Garth don't do no wrong, guess what? You're not helping the situation in.
Yeah.
You're the ones that he's catering to. And as long as you let him do the shit that he does, he's going to keep doing it.
Damn.
And he ain't going to change. You know how you hurt Garth Brooks? Quit buying tickets. Quit buying his box sets. Quit buying his albums. He might think about a thing or two. All these people that bought all these tickets to your shows go see you, had hotel rooms booked and all that stuff to go see you. You don't give a shit about none of that. You don't care.
He don't care.
But yet, oh, I'm gonna go boost my ego in Oklahoma and play a dive bar. You know what? Take your shit and go home. Just
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, take your shit and go home. Like it's time to just throw in the towel.
Yeah, just throw in a towel. That's all you need to do, man.
Yeah.
Just throw in the towel.
Yeah. Just fold it in or whatever they say.
Because I mean, it's pointless at this point of the game, man.
Yeah.
See, you'll go over there and make a big deal over there in Croke Park in Dublin, Ireland, because them people's not seeing your hypocrisy way to hell over there. You might manipulate them people, but you can't manipulate people over here.
Except dumbasses and ego strokers.
Garth, if you're that scared of COVID, why do you even go outside?
Yeah.
Seriously. But if you was a man of God, like you said you would be afraid of COVID.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, he probably makes Trish Yearwood do like all the grocery shopping and stuff because he's like too scared to go outside, go to a store or something. Yeah.
That's pretty much it, man. I mean, that's my rant right there about Garth and
Yeah.
his hypocrisy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're really mad. Now I understand why you didn't want to get into that last night, Wad Bill. Like,
But see, I shouldn't have to keep coming on here saying the same crap.
yeah. It's crazy how much has changed in the last 2 years. Like you and Trish's and even Robert's opinions on Garth. Like 2 or 3 years ago, I think you guys still had a lot of respect for Garth and still had hope that Garth was gonna do something amazing. But now it's like it's just never gonna happen. Like there's no hope left for him.
You know, and I'm gonna say I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Alvin.
It's all right.
I'm gonna tell you why Garth Brooks put his album out in November of 2020.
Okay.
Because he didn't want to be outdone by AC/DC.
Oh yeah, because didn't AC/DC like have their album already announced before Garth?
Yeah, they had come out. I think their album came out like November the 10th or something, and Garth a week later or some shit like that.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be outdone by AC/DC. Well, guess what? You got outdone either because their album is phenomenal.
Yeah. So it was like a competitive thing with him? Oh my God.
And as much as I hate Taylor Swift, how many albums did she put out that year?
Yeah.
True.
Good point. And you know you've done wrong, Garth, if you actually get Wild Bill to say something positive about Taylor.
And I don't even like the chick at all. Well, look at how many albums she put out.
Yeah. Yeah, she put out 2 last year, and technically she's putting out 2 this year because she released Fearless, Taylor's version, earlier this year, and now she's getting ready to release Red, Taylor's version. So she's getting ready to do it again, 2 albums in a year, pretty much.
Yep, and the only reason she's having to do it is because somebody ripped her off.
Yeah.
And one other thing I'm going to say before this, Garth, shame on you.
Yeah.
You had one of the greatest country singers of all time, Charlotte Pride, sing on your record. And probably one of the best songs on the album. And you gave that man one damn verse. Shame on you.
Damn. Like,
Garth, I will say this, Garth, that was not fair.
Yeah.
You want to know why you gave him one verse? Because you didn't want to be outdone. That's why.
It's crazy.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
But I digress. So
That's right.
for those of you who missed it, I had a really good premiere earlier. Vincent Price classic House on Haunted Hill.
Oh, I love that movie.
It being October and it being Halloween, the Halloween month and all that stuff, man,
Yeah.
a lot of people are excited and stuff like that. And that's cool. And I'm glad they are. I mean, I used to be like I said, I used to be a big horror movie fan, man. The genre used to be my favorite. But it's like everything else, man. It's gotten stagnant. It's like, is anybody ever going to put out anything original? And when they do put shit out original, either the script sucks or the actors suck or just it's so fucking corny to the point to where it's just like, okay, that's, and I honestly, and I'm going to say this, man, and some people can knock me for doing that if you want to, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. But you know what started the downward spiral of fucking horror movies? Scream. Because those movies right there kind of set a new standard of what horror is. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
What dumbass is going to go for one? Okay. You go into this dude's fucking house or this chick's house. You fucking stumbling all over the fucking furniture, running into coffee tables and all that shit. Go in there and kill a motherfucker better than that, then you don't fucking need to.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And what dumbass is going to run the fuck upstairs?
Yeah.
Because when you go to jump out the fucking window, that's harder. You're going to hit the ground when you fucking fall.
Yeah.
And you could break a leg or an ankle or whatever. And then all that dude's got to do, you're trying to get yourself up or whatever. And here he comes. Hell, he done got your fucking ass now. You stupid.
Yeah, that was actually genius. I'll be honest, when you're just describing all that, it actually, I didn't envision actually like Scream. I mean, I've seen like some of the movies and everything, but it reminded me of the parody movies like Scary Movie, because I think the first Scary Movie actually parodied Scream, and like he was like tripping all over the furniture and shit.
They were in the damn Scream movie too. This dumb
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And the thing that got me, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna call a motherfucker? Look here, motherfucker. You wasted my minutes, man. Come on.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Me or get the fuck or go the fuck on somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, let me tell you something. I tell you why a movie like Scream ain't real. For two reasons. One, you ain't gonna go in no fucking redneck's house and trip over furniture and make it that long. Because they're gonna blow your ass away.
Yeah.
Okay? You might go in some fucking suburban fucking town and with these anti-gun liberals, you might get away with that shit. Yeah. Okay? But you ever notice these movies ain't set in the fucking country? Yeah, I'm gonna go out here and call this redneck, ask him what he's doing as he's watching a scary movie, and I'm gonna come in and fucking trip all over his fucking coffee table and him not blow my fucking head off.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, come on. Seriously?
Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna ask you, Bill, like I was wondering what would you do if someone called you didn't recognize the number but still answered anyway? Because I know like everybody's got like caller ID, like even on your phone, like it says like who's calling and everything. But yeah, but you like answer it, And then all of a sudden, the first thing to be like, hey, do you like scary movies? I just wonder what would your response be if someone just asked you that just out of the blue on the phone? Oh, there's actually a line in the movie where she says she hates scary movies because it's always some big-breasted blonde running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door.
That's right.
Yeah, that's actually, in a way, don't you think Scream is kind of like a parody of the horror movie genre in general or something? I mean, I don't even know if Scream can be considered a movie that could be based on like something that could happen to someone in real life. Like it.
Scream is killer comedy and not in a good way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. It's killer comedy.
Yeah.
It's, you know, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I said, like I said, when I watched Scream, the second movie had come out and it was already out on video.
Yeah.
And the only reason I ever watched that movie is because my girlfriend at the time wanted to see it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, hell, if we're going to rent the first one, we might as well rent the second one and watch it too. Took the damn thing home, put it in the damn player, kicked back on the couch. I sat back like this. She laid across my lap, watching fucking Scream. And I laughed my ass off the whole fucking time I was watching both of them movies.
Yeah.
I ejected the damn things, took them back the next day, and told them they needed to put this shit in the comedy section. Because if this is a scary movie, then somebody's wasting their shitting ass money.
I would have loved to catch that on video, like someone doing that, like going up to a Blockbuster employee or something, saying, "Okay, I rented these movies last night. I gotta tell you, they say they're horror, but I was laughing the whole time. I think they need to be put in the comedy section. There's nothing scary about them at all."
They were on the box, killer comedy.
Yeah, killer
That's all
comedy.
it is.
Yeah.
Because it'll make you laugh to death
Yeah.
at the stupidity.
Yeah. You know what's
I don't know what it is?
Yeah.
But ever since those movies have come out, it's kind of like everything's fell into that fucking
that genre? I was wondering.
But that style of fucking movie.
Okay. The reason why I asked you while Ben, I don't mean to like interrupt or anything, but it's just I've actually noticed that about horror movies, that a lot of horror movies don't have the same appeal as they did like 80s horror, for example. Because I mean, a lot of people do consider like the 80s to be one of the, I guess, kind of the greatest decades for horror movies, even though there was a lot of cheesy horror movies back then as well. But I know after Scream came out, it's almost like horror movies got typecasted in a way. Like, I thought it was only actors that could be typecasted, but apparently genres, like movie genres, can also be typecasted because of one movie that did a certain style and it became a big hit. And so then everyone thinks that they got to make a movie like that to bring in the bucks or bring in the crowds and the audience and the money and whatever. So
I really don't know, but I just think that with like the horror movie genre in itself, it's you take for instance like Halloween, okay? Now you got the first Halloween, which is a cult classic, okay?
yeah.
Then you got now I don't know, a lot of people like some of the other Halloweens. I wasn't a big fan of most of them. Okay. Now I like the one that came out here recently, and this new one looks like it's going to be really good. So I'll probably either wait for it to come out on Blu-ray, and when it comes out, I'll pick it up and check it out. But my thing is this, right? It's like the problem with horror movies today is they try to do too much shit. Okay. It's not about like, okay, for instance, some motherfucker gonna call you and ask you, do you like, or like, for I give you an example. I know what you did last summer. Hell, I can't remember what I did last week.
Yeah, babe.
You don't know what a motherfucker did last summer?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. I mean,
but yeah, like it actually, like you're actually making a good point, Wild Bill, because I think it's because of some bad horror movies or bad horror movie concepts is why some movie execs or like executives or like people in Hollywood or something got the bright idea in like the turn of the century, like the end of the 90s to early 2000s, for like, what if we made a movie about horror movies and like other like horror movie cliches and like make it a comedy. And like that's basically how Scary Movie was born in the Scary Movie franchise. Because literally, like the reason I brought that up is because Scary Movie, the first one, I think the main parody was actually Scream, which you were just talking about, Wild Bill. So it's one reason why I was like, Scream must have opened the doors for parody movies in a way.
And you're right on both of those comments, Elsa. And
yeah.
See, nowadays it's not about it's cheap effects. It's to try to scare people right off. There's no, like, back in the day, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You might not always had the best actors in movies, but you could sell it because you had a good plot. You had good scares and you had good suspense and everything. These movies nowadays, shit. I can about tell you what the hell's gonna happen after about the first 10 minutes of the damn movie. I think Scream movies changed the way people watch scary movies. It was a last suspense and question twist, not as much gore. So you are trying to figure out who did the entire time. I loved that. Just when you figured it out, something happens and completely changes your mind.
Well, I know Wild Bill probably has a different perspective on horror movies, but I mean, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Wild Bill, but I was just saying, like, in a way, I mean, my opinion on horror movies today are probably different than Wild Bill's. I'm just adding in a little few cents, but I actually did enjoy some of the Scream movies, but that was just me. But I love both horror and comedy. So
I just I just like I don't mind that. I don't mind it. You think the whole time it's somebody, and then the next minute turns out it's not even that person you thought it was. I don't mind that kind of stuff. I actually like that. But you got to put that into a movie that's worth fucking something. Instead of like when everything else around you is bullshit, you're making people not want to watch the shit. I mean, it's one of those things, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't do it all the time, but just like in my stories and stuff, you see a lot of shit coming that you don't expect. But in a way, I kind of lead you into the whole thing to begin with.
yeah.
Some love Scream and some don't. It's just depends on what your individual taste is. That's true, Elsa. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
That's basically what I'm saying as well.
Like I said in my podcast there, you take Vincent Price. Vincent Price was one of those actors that came along in a time where, and he was just such a great, like, I truthfully believe that you only get these phenomenal actors every so many, decades or whatever. When Vincent Price did a movie, especially a horror movie, he didn't have to sell that shit. It's already sold. Vincent Price is going to freak your ass out, and all he's got to do is stand in the damn room. So it's not like he had to work hard to do what he was at. That was, one, it was his look. Two, it was his voice. And three, the man just captivated the audiences by just being him. He didn't have to work hard at his craft because he just had this presence about him, man, that just made him such a great horror movie, phenomenal actor, man. He just didn't, he didn't have to sell it because it was already sold. Nowadays, these people are doing everything they can to do to sell the movie, and it's like, okay, why did you pick this actor? I don't understand this. These fuckers couldn't act their way out of a wet paper bag. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, but that's what made him so great, though. It was because he was a phenomenal actor like that, and he's a generational actor, and you don't get those often. Man, there's not too many people that can sit there and sell a movie and not have to do anything hardly at all. But then again, if you think about something, man, there's not too much anything out here in the world that's original anymore. Something's been done before. It's just how long has it been done since then? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or speaking of, like, there's a lot of remakes of like classic horror movies now. Like seems like every year there's another remake about something. Like, I mean, I know it started years and years ago, but like, for example, like Pet Sematary or a lot of these like Stephen King like things, like they even remade it, and I think there was like even a new Poltergeist that came out a few years ago. There was a new Carrie several years ago. Like, it seems like there's a lot of remakes. Like there's hardly any original horror movies coming out as of recently.
Okay. Yeah. You take, for instance, like Children of the Corn. That movie had like 9 or 10 sequels. Okay. I mean, and none of them were that good. I mean, they were just making money off of the Stephen King, trying to make money off of the Stephen King name and the Stephen King story of Children of the Corn and everything. And I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, man, y'all just killing this man's fucking work because you're putting out these shitty ass fucking movies, right? I mean, it's like when you have like a classic movie and you try to redo it or you try to make a sequel out of it, a lot of times it doesn't work. There's only ever been a few movies out there where the sequel has been as good as the first movie.
True.
And most horror movies, like, I'll give you an example. Friday the 13th. Jason Takes Manhattan. Let's say that movie's an hour. I'm gonna throw this out here. Say that movie is, I'm gonna say, an hour and 40 minutes, right? 3/4 of that movie don't even happen in Manhattan. About the last 20 minutes of the movie, he finally makes his ass to Manhattan.
That's kind of clickbait if you think like clickbaity or something.
But the movie's called Jason Takes Manhattan. Okay. It starts off in about the first hour of the movie, they're on a fucking boat. And he's killing these fucking people on a boat. And then finally they get to Manhattan and he dies within about 15 minutes after he gets there.
Yeah. Oh, I love it, Elsa. Elsa. Maybe he got lost. You mean like Kane Brown, Elsa? Think about it.
Yeah, maybe he did get lost. Maybe he was Kane Brown before Kane Brown was cool.
Yeah. Actually, that would be a horror movie in itself. Making a horror movie about Kane Brown.
Seriously.
That's funny.
That would have been like, imagine if it would have been like Jason in Kentucky, and all you did was see him walk past the Kentucky sign, and that was it. Shit. You ain't got no better ideas than that. I told somebody one day I was going to make a horror movie, and it was going to be called Camp Crystal Meth. And it was going to be off the corner of Suck and Blow Boulevard and Snorton Lane.
Yes. That's awesome. Oh my God. Now I want to see that movie, Wild Bill. Like, you need to make that movie. That's funny. That's hilarious.
It's crazy though, man. And you sit there and you think about something, and you got all these you got all these sequels, man. Once in a while, you'll find one that's good, but how many times can you redo a movie and say the same shit? And I'm talking, and let me tell you something. I was always a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan, but I got to admit, there were some movies in that series that wasn't that great. But a lot of times it wasn't Robert Englund's fault. It was the script fucking sucked, or the actor sucks, or maybe just the plot of the movie wasn't that great. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and you got to do with the best of what you got.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I feel like
I just kind of feel like I believe those movies that don't try to do too much or like the best movies, because I want a movie that not necessarily makes me get out of my jump out of my seat, scare me.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a movie that makes me, when I'm done watching it, go, damn, that shit can really happen. And it makes you scared, because you're like, this guy wasn't supernatural. This guy wasn't this or whatever. And it makes you want to get up and go like, damn.
Yeah. Like, I know we always make the jokes
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I know we always make the comments about I guess Stephen King, because of a lot of his movies or his stories take place in Maine, and so doesn't that make you not even want to go to Maine or something? Because the reason why is because it's just when you were talking about that, Wild Bill, you want a movie that you like, the horror movies that after you watch it you're like, damn, that could really happen. And some horror movies are far-fetched, but I'll give one example. This was actually a movie that kind of creeped my mom and I out when we first saw it back in the early 2000s. And it was the movie Jeepers Creepers. And I can't remember what state it took place in. I think it was Virginia or something. And my mom said she doesn't want to go to Virginia. Like she's like staying away from that place. Like even though the creature or the creeper, I mean, it's like this otherworldly figure. Like, does someone really like that? Can someone really like that exist? But even that movie kind of creeped us out. That it left us like, I don't even know if we should have watched that. But yet it's ironic because it actually became one of my favorite horror movies for a while.
Well,
So,
I mean, you take for instance, like I'll give you an example: Firestarter,
yeah,
Maximum Overdrive, Cat's Eyes. Some of those movies like that were all filmed in North Carolina, around Wilmington and stuff like that.
yeah,
I've been to Wilmington before. It don't bother me none.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I love those movies, man, that make you think. Like, I'll give you an example. The Stand.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, there's a lot of supernatural elements to The Stand, okay? But if you look at The Stand is almost like a movie that, like, you think COVID and watch The Stand, okay?
To be honest, you make me want to watch it now. I mean, I haven't seen it in years since I was like, I watched it with my mom years ago. But now just thinking about it, I would like to like see like the original like Sand like miniseries or whatever, just so I can like get an idea. Like, could I actually picture like, I guess our pandemic as like it's almost like the Stand foreshadowed the future of planet Earth or something.
And I mean, you think about something, man. I mean, there's movies out there, man, that are not really like meant to really be horror movies, but they are because they're based on things that can actually fucking happen. And those are the type of movies sometimes that are the most scariest because, you know, it gets you to thinking, man, damn, you know, that shit can actually really happen. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah. Well, I also believe things are not a coincidence. Like, I know Stephen King, if you were to ask him today or something, like Stephen King would be like, he had no idea that COVID was gonna happen or that there was gonna be a pandemic, like in real life. That like he probably didn't think anything that could happen in a million years. But I do believe, like you say, God works in mysterious ways. Like when Stephen King was writing that story, I honestly do believe it wasn't a coincidence. Like God or something put that idea in his head, and he just rode with it.
I forgot where I seen this at, and I forgot who
the
wrote the book, but he's a famous author. Predicted the coronavirus in the 80s.
Oh.
And in the book, he mentions Wuhan, China.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's freaky.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the book and who wrote it, but he's a pretty famous author.
Yeah.
And it was like he was talking about a virus got let loose in a lab in Wuhan, China. And that was in the 80s.
Dang.
These ideas that people come up with, they're not really. The book was 1980. The book 1984. It might have been that. But see, I think that sometimes some of these ideas are not coincidental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to think about some of the stuff sometimes. But I love, man, you know, I love a good book that's going to like, or a good movie that's going to make me go, huh? Oh yeah, I can see that. That's scary to me. Not some damn body jumping out from behind a fucking tree. I'm like, hey man, what's up, dude?
Yeah. I don't even think people like. I'll be honest with you. That's one. See, there's a lot of dumb horror movie cliches out there. Like I mean, like even one of my favorite YouTube channels, Watch Mojo, has actually done top 10 lists or like the top 10 horror movie cliches because there's so many. Or I think they've even done like top 20 before. But it's just crazy that like in reality, I don't even think people would react to situations like they do in movies. Like, have you ever noticed that like some people don't even like try to call the police or call for help or something? It's almost like somehow they always end up without a cell phone or something, or they end up in a place where there's no service, like there's no cell phone towers or something, like so they can't call for help. It's like they're always put in a situation where they pretty much have only one option to run away from the killer, and then they usually trip over their own feet or run into the killer or something, and then and blood and gore and whatever else. Just it's like stupid. Like things like that. Things like that happen in real life. Like what the fuck?
Like you
Yeah.
you get these horror movies, man, and you get these motherfuckers that are like, you ever notice? No matter how fast you run from Michael Myers, no matter how fast you run for fucking Jason, all you got to do is turn around, and the motherfuckers are right behind you.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, motherfucker, if you can move that fast, where were you at last week when we were playing that game? We needed you on our team. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like now there's a new virus that they're working on in the Wuhan lab that has a fatality rate of up to 80%. Why that place doesn't get shut down is beyond me.
Wow. It's almost like some people are just trying to kill us all or something.
Because men are fascinated with death. That's why.
Well, that's actually true. That human beings are like naturally, like I guess, obsessed with death or fascinated with death. Like even one of me and Trisha's like favorite comedians, Fluffy, actually has talked about that in one of his stand-up specials before, about how like you could be driving on the road, and if something stops, like if there's like a dead body in the road, like it pretty much stops the whole like highway or whatever, because people are like, oh my god, like, or if you hear like someone's like tire blowout or something, it's like you're fascinated, like, oh my god, is there a potential death happen? Is someone's tire get ready to blow out, or someone get ready to blow up? Like, oh my god, what's going on? It's almost like we're like fascinated with seeing potential death or something. So,
oh, you're probably right. So, I haven't heard anything, but I don't doubt it. But I mean, you got to think about like all this stuff, man, that happens and stuff like that, and you know, like some stuff, some ideas are really, really cool, but you can't flesh these ideas out on like movies and stuff like that. You just can't make it work. I mean, it's I would rather know that the only time I think a movie is good when you do a sequel is when you do, like, I'll give you an example. The new It that came out. Okay. The first part of the movie was them as kids. And then the chapter 2 was them as adults. Okay. And it's pretty much kind of about like the same movie. I mean, there were some things changed around in it and stuff like that and everything, and made it a little bit different story, a telling of the original story and everything, which is really cool. But like movies like that, I understand why you would do like a part two or a chapter two or something like that. But most movies, unless you can do it in a 3 or 4 episode like miniseries or something, like I give you an example, like The Stand, it's not worth really doing because I just don't think you could tell a movie like Stand in a 3 or 4 hour movie. I just don't see how you can do it. Now,
Yeah.
if you went and did like 3 or 4 2 hour parts or something, then yeah, I could see you doing that, or maybe 5 or something like that. But some movies out there, they just you got these studios out here, man. They want to do a movie and they throw these real cheap ass fucking budgets at these movies, expect you to create damn gold with that shit. It just don't work that way, man. You know, and like there's some like me and my brother always talks about sometimes why TV series that are decent or good TV series they get canceled after one season because maybe the ratings wasn't as good as maybe as maybe as they should be. But a lot of times it takes a season for shows to get set up to get you into the characters and everything, and then the second season's all about the story and everything like that. But they don't some of these series is I actually believe that they don't give them time to develop, give them time to catch people where because I've actually seen shows where the first season wasn't like all that great, but then the second season phenomenal. But it was because the first season done all this, told they got you into the characters, they explained who the characters were, they did all this stuff, right, and then they expanded these characters, and you finally got to set up their story and stuff like that and all that. And some 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 TV series just don't get a chance to fucking develop, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna cancel after the first season." Well, why'd you even do it to begin with? You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense to me sometimes, and
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's the problem with a lot of stuff. It just don't. And then another problem you have, you may get a book or something that gets to get told into a series like that, but then they start straying so far away from the book that it's like it's not even what the book was originally about. Like I'm gonna tell you that show Under the Dome, like the first couple seasons were really good, but man, after that, man, that show got damn crazy as hell.
Yeah. I was gonna say because I don't think I ever finished the show Under the Dome. Like, I mean, I do remember watching like the first season though with my mom and everything, but
Like I want to see that new Stand is out now on Blu-ray. The one they did the series for there. They
oh,
did like was it like I think it was it CBS Plus or something like that. It was one of those things, and they
Robert said, I don't know why my mama wants to until I have something I want to do Ubers when she had all damn day to do them.
that's all right, brother.
But damn.
But anyway, right? So the whole thing is, man, it's like I've heard good and bad reviews about it. I don't know. I think I'm gonna pick it up and give it a chance. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Castle Rock, the first fucking season was phenomenal. The second movie, the second season was stupid because they told the second season of Castle Rock is the prequel to Misery, the movie Misery. Okay.
Wow.
Here's the problem with that. You got a movie that was done in the 80s or 70s or whatever. Okay. So it was dated for those movies were dated for that time. That movie was based in that time. Okay. Because people eat more at night and you get more deliveries. You want to watch The House on Haunted Hill?
In color.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch it in color, man.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. After watching your podcast earlier, Gabriel, I was gonna actually try to find that for you since you said you haven't seen it in color yet.
You have Amazon Prime?
I do.
You can watch it on Amazon Prime.
Okay. Because I don't know, when you said that, I was like, oh my god, Wild Bill needs to see it in color.
Well, if you want to know what you missed, Robert, you missed the whole Garth Brooks rant. But
yeah, and then we just started talking about horror movies and horror movie cliches. So,
but I was talking about Stand, and then I thought I was but yeah, I'm gonna have to pick it up and check it out and see how a deviate from the original that it was, and if it's really worth, but like I was saying, that was there's been several Stephen King adaptations into TV series that either were really good, or they were really terrible. And some of them just deviated from the books so damn bad that it was fuck, I wanted to hear that part the most.
Bam, Roberto.
Well, see, Robert, here's my problem, man. I had all that shit on. See, if when I have something like that on my mind that I want to say, if I don't say that shit right away, then I start forgetting the shit and talking about the shit that I want to talk about. I'm sorry you missed it, but I'm going to be honest with you. It's worth going back and watching the first part of this stream.
Yeah.
If you don't do nothing but watch the first part of it, it's worth that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I fucking sit there and let Garth have a fucking good one.
He basically told Garth he needs to start getting his shit together or just quit altogether and retire. Yeah.
Yeah, I basically told him if he's going to keep doing the fucking shit that he's doing, he might as well just pack his bags and either take his ass back to Oklahoma or stay in Nashville, wherever the fuck he's at. And, and one of the things I told him, I said, it is something like you want to cancel your fucking world tour, but go play a dive bar in Oklahoma to make people think your dick's bigger than what it is. Or some shit like that, right? But
what damn ding dong. I find it interesting Robert and Landon got here around the same time. And they both missed the Garth rant. Damn the devil. Damn the devil. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah. Damn the devil, demon dudes. Giggity goo.
You damnity dudes.
Yeah.
But I believe that like I said, so I gotta check that Stand out and see if it's any good.
Yeah, well, that's where
I like the guy that plays Randall Flagg in the series.
Yeah.
Because he was in that movie, or he was in that TV show. True, what was it called? That vampire movie show. There, it was
Vampire
True
Diaries.
Blood. Was it True Blood?
True Blood. Okay, I
Yeah,
don't know what you were saying when you said vampire. I tried to think of all the vampire shows that I know.
yeah. He played Eric in
Yeah.
True Blood,
True.
the blonde-haired guy. He's the
Yeah.
one that plays Randall Flagg in that series, The Stand.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I was gonna say, but you never know. Despite what the reviews may say, you may actually end up liking the new Stand.
Yeah.
I mean, so sometimes you got to find out for yourself. Oh, hey, country fan. Yeah.
Oh, I know what I was saying now. Oh, hey, country. I was talking about Castle Rock season 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take a show that was based in, let's just say, in the early 80s. It's dated. The movie was set in that time. Alexander Skarsgård, yeah. For those people that don't know, his father was the guy that played in the Marvel movies as the prophet. All right, if you've seen Thor, and I think the first Avengers, he was the scientist dude there that was along with those 2 girls there, or whatever it was. That's Alexander Skarsgård, I think. No, Alexander Skarsgård is no. That's Stellan Skarsgård. I'm sorry. Alexander is the guy that plays in The Stand. His father is Stellan Skarsgård, and his brother was the one that played in the It movie. And he has another brother that I think was in the TV series The Vikings that played
The
Loki.
Vikings.
But anyway, anybody know why Trish didn't stream tonight? Is she still upset? You'd have to talk to her about that.
Yeah.
And she was in here earlier, so she's
Yeah.
she might be just hanging out. But anyway, so Castle Rock, right? The second season is pretty much the prequel to Misery. But it's like set in this fucking time. It's and I'm sitting here like, that don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah, like that's like a huge continuity error or whatever you call it.
Like you took a show that's prequel to a movie. That would be like taking a Western and the prequel was set in modern day. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid is what stupid does.
And and the thing is, like, it explains some of the things that you didn't know in Misery. Like, she actually had a daughter and shit. Okay. Yeah. But she wound up killing her daughter. And, or whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong. The show was good. It throws you off because of the time period that it's set in. And I'm sitting here like, how, unless they're planning on doing an updated Misery movie, then it may make sense. If that's what they're planning on doing, then yeah, I can see that. Like letting the second season of Castle Rock be the prequel to an updated Misery movie that's set in this time, then yeah, it works. Yeah. But if it's supposed to be the prequel to the one that happened all those years ago, then it don't make no sense at fucking all.
I'll be honest with you. That's like, oh, I'm going to make a prequel to so-and-so movie and make it take place in modern time when the original didn't. Like, it's almost like they're saying, you know what? I wish this movie could do a prequel to it and create one of the world's biggest plot holes or something. Because of that, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It's like we're just gonna make random shit and just see if it works. Like, I mean, then it's not really a prequel, is it? Like, that is crazy. I can't even believe that people in Hollywood would actually do something like that. Like, do people not even like do their research, or do they not like have brains? You think if you're gonna make a prequel to something, it's got to take place either in that time period or like a time period before that, like in the past. You can't just make a movie that's a prequel to something take place in the future. I mean, then because then it's obviously a sequel, not a prequel. So like, what the hell?
Yeah. So I mean, it's messed up, and I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, this don't make no fucking sense at all.
Yeah.
See, actually, here's the funny thing about it, though.
Yeah.
Now, the first season of Castle Rock takes place years after Shawshank Redemption. Because the one guy that the movie starts out with is actually the warden now at Shawshank. Because it talks about, because he winds up dying, and it talks about when the one guy there in the Shawshank Redemption, the warden that killed himself at the end of the movie, how you could still see the bullet hole in the like part of the bullet hole in like the window casing or something other like that when he killed himself or some shit. And it talks about that and stuff, and it's, you know, so it kind of takes place years after Shawshank Redemption. So that makes sense, okay? But Castle Rock season 2 doesn't. Like I said, unless they're planning on doing an updated Misery movie, then it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I don't understand that. Like, you would think people that are gonna make a movie, like if it's based on like somebody else's work, or they're trying to do like a prequel to something that already exists or something, you would think they would want to have like know as much about that project or about that movie or about that story before they start making the movie. You can't just. That's why I'll be honest with you. That's almost like a pet peeve that I have. Like just you mentioned that one bit. Like that actually kind of pisses me off about like when you said like they did a prequel to Misery and it takes place in modern time. Like how the fuck?
Yeah.
Like they need like, oh my god, there's so many stupid people like in the world, like where I was gonna say in Hollywood, but I mean pretty much just in the world there's a lot of stupid people.
But see, here's the funny thing. Okay.
Yeah.
People that have never watched Misery wouldn't catch that.
Yeah.
Or, you know, pretty much, because you remember, if you've seen Misery, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know how in love she was with the Misery books.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at the end of the second season of Castle Rock, okay, she winds up going to the reading of, like, I think it was like the first reading of that book.
Yeah.
And that's when she fell in love with the story Misery or whatever. And like I said, it's not a bad season. It's really not. You learn a lot but it's like I said, it's set in modern fucking times, and I'm sitting here like.
So when you say modern times, like, or like the scenery or the outside, like, or do they show like modern day technology?
Yeah, they were using like cell phones and all that shit.
Oh my god! Like they didn't have things like this back in Misery days. Like
That's
what
I'm
the?
saying. Like I think there was one episode there she was on a laptop.
Oh my god!
I mean, I know tablets have been around for ancient times. I mean, you just had to use a chisel and a hammer.
Yeah.
Tablets back in the day, but
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, Elsa, the power was supposed to come on at 9:30 p.m. It didn't come on.
I'm sorry, Elsa. If you gotta go, I understand.
I mean, it could be a delay. Damn.
South Africa, medieval times.
South Africa. Yeah. Elsa's almost having to live like where she's still trying to be on technology, but I was gonna say it's almost like Elsa's having to live like an Amish South African or something.
Oh, in South Africa, electricity bad.
Yeah, electricity bad. No, I still have some battery. Okay, that's good, Elsa.
And it changed my life.
I hope your power comes back on soon, Elsa. Oh, were they able to hook up your internet and stuff?
Yeah, they hooked it up.
Yeah, because Elsa also told me. That's why I was wondering if they were able to hook it up and everything. Yeah, I feel like I'm living in the Dark Ages. That's it, the Dark Ages. South Africa, the Dark Ages era.
Well, you technically are.
Y'all must not have made a whole lot of deliveries because I figured you'd have been gone a lot longer.
Yeah.
Nope, I only had one hit.
Oh, really?
Well, fuck.
Nashville for this honor. I am blown away. I'm so grateful. So many of you guys put me on a platform that you had no incentive to do so.
Like
and
you
I take that as an honor. And I
Nope.
want the same moving forward for other up-and-coming artists. Thank you.
Oh, maybe he's happy about it. Yep, and it's working great when there's power. She does like the, like, I don't know, like the mat emoji or whatever. Well, that wasn't worth it.
That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, at least it's working great when you actually have power, Elsa. So it means I guess you were able to test it out before you lost power again.
Who's playing shit in the background? It ain't me.
Ain't me.
It was, hey, like, you know, like old homeboy said there. Oh, Shaggy. It wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't my. Oh.
Did you know your mic's muted?
Every damn time.
Oh
What I
my
was
God.
saying was they keep hyping up Garth more than, and he's only presenting an award, and they're hyping him up more than all the people that's getting the award.
That's because he's a dumbass.
Yeah, me and my mother used to do between 30 to 40 deliveries a day when we delivered for a fast food place. Oh my God, I didn't know that about you, Elsa. Like, I didn't know that you and your mother actually worked together at one
They
point.
were hauling ass. That really made it damn fast food.
Yeah. Fast food.
Hey, Elsa and her mother was Fast and the Furious before Fast and the Furious was cool.
Yeah. Are you happy about it, Elsa? You happy about it? She probably has no idea because she's.
I'll be right back.
Kick my ass now.
Elsa and her mother, Fast and the Furious back in the day.
I'm thinking about writing a parody movie to Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slow and Delirious.
Yeah, Slow and Delirious, yeah. Oh yeah, we barely had time to eat or use the bathroom. Well, damn.
Yeah, that ain't good.
But yeah, Wallbear, you should literally write a parody film. And basically cram as many movies that you remember or that you know that, I mean, you can like make a parody of because they were so like hilariously bad or something.
Yeah.
Like, because that's basically what they do in the scary movie franchise. Like, okay, I will be honest with you. The last couple of scary movies, like in the scary movie franchise, were pretty bad. I mean, compared to like the original, the first one or the first couple. But in my opinion, the first three of the scary movie franchise are the best. And they did some very funny parodies. It's like some of these movies, but going back to what you were saying about Scream earlier, Wild Bill, that's what I was saying. I think Scream was the main thing. Like after that movie came out, I honestly think that's when Hollywood execs or whatever, like, were getting together and they wrote the very first scary movie. Well, actually, I think the scary movie franchise was actually started by I think they're called the Wayans brothers or something. Because I think they were like the main actors or something in the first couple of movies. But I love Anna Faris in the Scary Movie franchise. She was hilarious.
Yep.
I mean, a Cindy Campbell. Like I still remember her name in those movies. Cindy Campbell. I was like,
Robert just popping in and out off the screen. He's doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah. Halloween 3 sucks. You can make fun of that. Oh, Halloween 3. You can make fun of Halloween 3 while Bill happy about it.
Hell, let me be honest with you.
What?
I ain't never seen Halloween 3.
Oh,
What
so
the hell?
Did you want Robert? He said, "What the hell?"
Ain't that the one called Season of the Witch?
Everybody.
I heard it wasn't even really about Michael fucking Myers. How the hell can you call it? How can it be a damn Halloween sequel?
Oh yeah,
I ain't seen it either.
Yeah, I remember them telling about that. See, I've seen some of the Halloween movies, or most of them, I should say. But I remember hearing about those. There was a Halloween movie that actually came out that actually is part of the Halloween franchise, but Michael Myers isn't even in it. I was like, how do you make a Halloween movie without Michael Myers? Like that.
Dumbasses.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Wayne brothers, Sean and Marlon Wayne. Yeah, I think it's them, Elsa. I'm trying to remember because I'm like a fan of the scary movie franchise. That's the reason why I was trying to explain to Wild Bill. Like, I know that he may think, like, I don't know his like actual opinion on the Scream movies, but the way he was like talking about them, I just take it that maybe he didn't really care for the Scream movies that much. But for me, I love both horror and comedy, so I can probably make fun of like the Scream movies, but in a way, I would consider the Scream movies to be more of a guilty pleasure than anything else. So,
well, here's the thing, right? I don't have anything against comedy and horror and you know, comedy used in horror, because sometimes that's a good thing and done right. I mean, that's some funny shit, man. But the funny thing about it is, man, it's like, okay, it's like this is a comedy movie with a little bit of horror shit in it. And I'm sitting here like, okay, this is supposed to be a fucking horror movie, but it's more of a fucking comedy. I wanted to see a horror movie. I wanted to see fuckers get gutted. And here you are, damn, motherfuckers running around tripping over coffee tables and shit. I mean, this shit's stupid, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got, I like Tremors. That was a comedy horror. Yeah, that was a pretty good movie. The first.
Oh yeah, I love Tremors.
Some of the sequels were fucking god awful, but.
Yeah, but going back to the Wayans brothers, I mean, Elsa's comment. Yeah, they were in White Chicks as well. I actually just looked up the original Scary Movie because I was trying to make sure. And you're right, Elsa, because it was actually Sean Wayans and Marlon Wayans. And I guess one of their friends, Buddy Johnson, they wrote Scary Movie together. But I honestly think it was the Wayans brothers. That's probably where they came up with the idea. They was like after they saw how popular the Scream movies were becoming back in the 90s, they were like, oh my God, that movie is like so hilarious. Like, and they're calling it a horror movie. let's make a horror comedy that does parodies of horror movies, and then make that. And I think that's how the Scary Movie franchise became a thing, because the very first horror movie I think they parodied was literally Scream. So that's why I was thinking maybe that was it. Scream opened the doors for parody movies.
Yeah, I mean that was the whole that's the whole thing. I mean, it was,
Yeah.
you know, that would be like you know, like he was talking about Halloween 3 didn't even have Mike Myers in it. That'd be like a movie called Free the Twins, and you won't even see nothing.
Yeah. I bet you would be the first to like click on that movie. That will be like if you actually saw like you were like on Netflix or something one night, and you see there's a new movie out and it's called Free the Twins. I bet you'd like click on it and see if there was actually if they show anything.
But I mean,
I just
like I say, I just hate it that it's like, you know, they put these movies out here, man, and it's like they want certain people. I don't really think that horror movies today, like you take for instance Misery. Now, I wouldn't really consider Misery that kind of a horror movie in sense of like normal horror movies, right?
Yeah.
But if you know what happens in a movie, and you think about something, and I'm like, and you've heard here in the last few years about these women who have got kidnapped and were held hostage and stuff like that for years, when you know they were missing and stuff, then they escape and finally, you know, those were like real life, almost Misery fucking type things that happen. Okay. So that right there can
I also said cover the twins. Happy about it, Wild Bill?
Anyway, so if you think about it, man, that's something like, because I used to joke with this guy at work all the time, because he was always kind of like, you know, kind of flirting with the chicks at work and stuff like that. And I told him, I said, yeah, you're gonna wind up with a bitch like Kathy Bates. You can go home with that chick and you're gonna be missing for about 2 or 3 weeks. Come to find out your ass is tied up in the damn basement.
Yeah.
She done all kind of crazy shit to you.
Yeah, I was wondering. Yeah, I was wondering watching Misery though, Wild Bill. Like, could you imagine like something like that actually happening to someone?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see. And you kind of think about it. Some of that stuff has actually happened. I mean, you know, so.
Yeah. Where some people, where some celebrities have actually been killed by their biggest fans.
Yeah.
Like Selena, for example, the Spanish Spanish singer from the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you take for instance, like I'll give you an example, like Misery was considered a horror movie, but there was anything in that movie that was supernatural.
Yeah.
Dolores Claiborne with Kathy Bates in it wasn't really I think it was more of a kind of like a suspense movie. It wasn't a horror movie, but there was nothing supernatural in that movie or anything. You know, neither was a Shawshank Redemption. You know, so he's made a few movies here and there, or there's movies based on his works that were
somewhat realistic.
Yeah, somewhat real. I mean, you pretty much take Dolores Claiborne.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say,
even some of his supernatural movies, in a way, could happen. Where it depends on if you believe in ghosts and spirits or not. If you believe that some people can still be lingering, like even after they die, then in a way, movies like Rose Red, or stories like that, Rose Red or 1408, I mean, can be plausible to some degree. It just depends on what you believe. Yeah.
You take, for instance, if it wasn't for the little bit of stuff that John Coffey done
Yeah.
in The Green Mile, you could kind of consider that movie without anything supernatural happening in it either.
Yeah.
You know, that was a little bit of like supernatural mixed in with in with like real life stuff that could a lot of that could actually happen.
Yeah.
But
I gotta say, congratulations, Elsa. Her power just came back on.
oh, nice! It's awesome.
Yeah, she said, "Yay, it just came
No
on."
longer in the Dark Ages.
Oh yeah, you happy about it, Elsa? I mean, I hope we didn't jinx anything.
But
yeah. Dark Ages, Elsa.
see the original Darkling.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, Elsa. You're the original Darkling. Happy about it?
Now they're starting to take the Darkling to a whole new thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's almost like South Africa is trying to make Elsa a permanent Darkling.
So I mean, you take like some of those movies, man. They're
Oh, Elsa, don't be negative. She said, but for how long?
Stay long. You all have a good night. Stay country. We rock. Remember, Garth
sucks more than Taylor.
Oh yeah, and
not really. It's getting out of hand. LOL.
But I don't even know who's here now. I mean, if I could go over here to YouTube. Where the tube is you.
Yeah, the tube is you. Actually, that's something you could do, Wild Bill. You should make a parody movie about YouTube or something. I don't know. And all the problems we have with YouTube.
Make a movie about dumbasses.
Oh yeah, dumbasses.
That's right. But
Lord, this song about to get fucked up.
Oh yeah.
They got Kane Brown singing a damn Randy Travis song.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Happy about it, Wild Bill. Do you want to hear it? Do you want to listen to it?
No, I don't.
Hell, Randy Travis could do a better job now than what Kane Brown could.
I know, right?
Elsa, do you want to listen to Kane Brown? That's shaking that. And she's probably like, no.
She'd be like, no.
I know they promoting Yellowstone enough.
What's that?
Yellowstone. Every commercial, they're promoting that thing.
Hell yeah, because it was supposed to had come out this fucking summer.
Yeah, why?
In November because of the Olympics and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's supposed to be premiering in about 3 weeks. It's supposed to be like November 7th or something.
Yeah, this word is so
Something like
funny.
that.
Mm. No thanks. I'd rather take the Dark Ages.
Oh, wow.
And with a winky face.
I do want to hear what he's going to sing, though.
Oh, God. Probably whatever song he can mess up.
You know he'll make it. You know he'll make it popish.
Oh, you know that. That's the only thing he can do.
Is that true, Wild Bill?
Brown. Hell yeah. Hell, the damn Kane Brown.
So does this mean you'll never buy a Kane Brown CD, Wild Bill? Yeah, no.
But that don't mean one can't be sent to him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, somebody said yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wild Bill, what's your address? I'll send you a Kane Brown CD.
You don't know yet, Landon.
Hey, I got one word for that.
What?
Pull.
Pull. Oh, if someone was to send you a Kane Brown CD.
Hell, I would send him one, and he'd have to videotape doing it.
Oh, yeah, even Elsa said pull.
That'd be worth the money just to see that thing get blown to smithereens.
Yeah. Blown to smithereens.
I wish I would get back to the damn show.
Yeah. Kane Brown's parents literally raised Kane. Yeah. More.
No, they raised a jackass.
Happy about it, Wild Bill?
Not really.
Oh, come on. You know you're happy about it.
Yeah, you know you're happy about it.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. All right.
If you're happy about it, clap your hands. Oh, sick. No. No. No.
Don't nobody care that you work for Amazon and now you're a damn nurse. Fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, I tell you though, man, that rant earlier was pretty good.
Top notch.
Everything.
Yeah. Hope he doesn't have a brother called Abel.
I know, right?
Oh my God, yeah. Whoopi Goldberg's parents literally made Whoopi.
God.
Guess nobody else found that one funny.
Yeah. Happy about it? I've asked people if they happy about it so many times tonight.
You know, I was going to say that else. Been fun if he would have had a brother named Abel.
Yeah. That would have been ironic too, though. The irony.
Don't you think?
Yeah, a little ironic. So I guess Elsa doesn't want me to send her a Kane Brown CD either.
All right.
That's okay.
Guess he ain't seen yet.
Well, damn.
Oh, hell.
What, something happening?
I don't even know how the hell he got an award for anything.
Who the hell got an award?
Yeah, Elsa said nope.
Kane Brown got an award?
Yeah, it's Artist of the Year. They're doing people that made an impact this year. I didn't see him make no impact.
How did Kane Brown win Artist of the Year?
And of all the people to present the award is Nelly.
Oh my
That ought
God.
to tell you something right there.
Look at Wild Bill literally shook his head. He's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Came knocking, and the doors opened up for him.
See,
Challenges of childhood music. I can see that.
here's the problem. I got another thing. That I need
Yeah.
Uh-oh, he's got another rant. Happy about it?
There you go.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's try that one more time.
Rant, round two.
It's so great. You know, like,
That's a good one, Elsa.
yes.
Did he get a GPS as the prize? Oh my God, Elsa's got the funniest jokes.
Yeah, right. See, here's the thing, right? It's just like if you kind of look at kind of look at country music as a NASCAR world. Okay, you had Charlie Pride, which was actually a fucking legend, and a man could actually sing, and the man actually won some awards and had some gold and platinum albums. Okay, and then you got Darius Rucker, who's a really good country artist that I love. Okay. Now you know country music has gone woke.
Yeah. That is sad.
When you're giving okay, here's my thing. If you're a black artist and you go out there and you work your ass off and you make a good, solid country record or whatever, and you won an award or something, good for you. I have no fucking problem.
Oh, hell.
Right?
He's going to sing 3 wooden crosses.
Oh, God. If you give a black person an award just because you fucking can, and then have a black person fucking present it to him, you know that shit's woke as fuck. I'm sorry, but and what they doing is they're taking that and rubbing it in your fucking face. That's why country music ain't worth the shit right now. It's because everything, like I'm telling people, man, there's companies out here that are going woke. They may not show it all the time, or they may not show it they may not throw it in your face, but they're all going woke. And then some of them are just proud to be woke, and they'll throw that shit in your fucking face and all that stuff. That's just like NASCAR and CMT now. Them motherfuckers are woke and they know it and they proud of it, and they're gonna throw that shit in your fucking face. Like Kane Brown ain't shit. He's not fucking country music.
Yeah.
I mean, and even if you had an artist, like, I'll be honest with you, the closest that Metallica's ever come to country music is a song they did off the Load album called Mama Said. It's pretty much about an acoustic song, pretty much. And it's kind of countryish. It really is. Okay. But the whole fucked up thing about it is, man, it's not like them trying to go on the CMT awards and winning all these awards and trying to be something that they're really not. Okay. I mean, you got fucking Kane Brown out here. What the fuck that son of a bitch ever do but get lost in his fucking backyard? You gonna give him a fucking award? No, I mean, come the fuck on, man.
No. I still can't believe he got lost in his backyard. He'd probably get lost in his front yard too.
Probably gets lost going to the fucking shower.
Oh yeah, can you just imagine, because it's like one of the smallest areas of the house. Like he could be lost in his own shower. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, where am I?
Oh man. Sure.
Maybe he'll get lost on the toilet as well. And then he'll fall in the toilet.
Yeah.
And then flush himself. I don't know. That's funny.
That's right, Landon. None of that shit's country.
Yeah. To be honest, that would actually be hilarious. A country artist should actually write and record a song called something like that. Like, none of this shit is country, and basically just sing about all the things that are wrong with country music today.
I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
As much
as I
bitch about Garth Brooks and the shit he does, at least he still makes country records.
Yeah.
I'm shocked he actually didn't make that pop.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you think, Elsa? Got opinion? I was like, no.
That's probably like, retard.
You gonna tell the people how you got lost in your backyard?
Yeah.
I can't believe you just said that while I built return.
Let me check the record and see if I missed Luke. Come on now, I ain't got all day. Shit, load.
Damn.
All right, let's see.
But it's all country music.
Bullshit. Oh, he was first, damn it.
Well, damn. This is some crazy shit going on right here.
Kane Brown.
You're probably thinking Kane Brown my ass.
Oh, now you want to
I just don't know how anybody can consider him country music.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how about I mean, like, don't want to go down this road, but I was gonna say, like, how about Florida Georgia Line, Wild Bill? Some people still think they're country.
I can easily tell you why they consider it country.
Why?
Because the people that listen to it nowadays is all college kids that are drunk all the time. And they don't know what's country and what's not.
So that's why, because I was wondering, like, people keep considering, like, Florida Georgia Line country, but
people that listen to stuff like Florida Georgia Line, Kane Brown, Taylor Swift, and this other fucked up shit are the same people that drive those squatted trucks.
I think Robert just finds it funny that you said Taylor Swift in that. Oh my god. And then there's probably people like Trish and me that like totally disagree, or about the Taylor part. But that's funny. But I bet everyone else is having a laugh in the comments.
I don't even know if Trish is still here. She hadn't said nothing forever.
Yeah. Forever and a day.
She may have went to bed.
Yeah, she may have went to Betty. Bye.
Bye, Betty.
Yeah. Yeah, bye, Betty. Hey, that's funny. That is hilarious. And hey, I was so happy about it. You're still here. You get ready to go to bed. A second. But yeah, that was funny. Like, but yeah, it's really sad to even hear people say like, or to hear people say like that country music's like dead. When like I felt like country music was like thriving like 15, 20 years ago. I don't know, like it just went all like popish or something. And well, I don't even consider like, because I actually do like some pop music, so maybe it's probably it hasn't like bugged me as much. But there's a lot of country songs out there that I don't even know if I can consider them like country pop. It's more like or pop country. It's more like hip hop country or something. I hate like I'll be honest with you, that's the genre of country music that I hate the most. Is hip hop country.
Yeah, hip hop.
Like I hate them trying to bring rap into country music, if that makes sense. Like blah blah blah. Like where I was gonna say Old Town Road, but I guess it's one example. But I mean, like hip hop country, I just don't really care for it.
Well, you talking about something like Cowboy Troy?
Well, I mean,
I'm talking about Cowboy Troy.
I actually like Cowboy Troy.
He's
So
good.
I guess it depends on the artist. I guess you could say.
It's kind of like country though.
Yeah. So maybe there's some hip hop country that I like, but I just don't like some of the newer stuff.
Hey, he did do some country songs now.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say when you said Cowboy Troy, I was like, oh, Robert's gonna kick your ass. Still here, just watching and thinking.
Oh, nice.
But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I mean, where I guess it just depends on what you're into because I actually do like Cowboy Troy. Like, he had this one song years ago. I'll be honest with you, I was obsessed with a Cowboy Troy song back in like 2005. I think it was a song where there was also like a woman singing with him or something because he was like rapping, and it was about like if nobody's gonna love me, then I'm gonna find somebody who will, or something. Like I actually liked that song because I don't know, maybe it's because it had like a story to it, and I love story songs and story videos. But I do like some of his other like big tracks, like One Too Many Dark. In my last message. What? Oh. And in the dark the whole time. Oh, I've been in bed the whole time. Oh, okay.
And in the dark the whole time. Ooh, in the bed in the dark.
Was your power still on, Elsa? I mean, since it came on, but yeah, that sucks. I should have known you were like already in bed. I just didn't know if you were gonna like go into sleep after the stream or something. I guess that's what I was asking. But yeah,
No bra day's almost over with.
oh, and we didn't get to see the twins. Happy about it?
Well, I guess that's what happens. I guess.
Yeah. Just wait until like till we have like a topless day or something. Oh yes, but I ain't switching on the light when it's 4 a.m. I'm still celebrating it.
Okay, I'm confused. You know how I told you Eric Church was presenting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he ain't presenting to Luke because Lady Antebellum presented to Luke.
Okay.
That's what's confusing me.
What the hell?
You think he would present to Luke since Eric the reason Luke got into country music. Wonder who Eric's gonna present to.
I don't know.
Or maybe something came up and he couldn't be there.
Maybe.
But yeah, I totally understand, Elsa. If that was me, I probably wouldn't do the same. Like do that, like be like, oh, my power's back on. I can just turn on the light in the middle of the night. Oh, what?
That's awesome, Elsa.
Yeah.
She's still celebrating it.
Yeah. Elsa's gonna be celebrating all night long.
Because the twins are here.
Yeah, because the twins are here. But yeah, it's just to go back to what I was saying, like that's why I don't really care for a lot of newer country artists or what some people consider country because I'm like just not a fan of like I don't know, like they say it's country, but it sounds like it's basically a rap song with like backwoods elements or something. Like or backwoods like scenery in the background. Like they're trying to make it country, like, oh look, we're filming on a farm or like in the woods or something. Doesn't that make it country? Or something, but yet the beat is like dun, 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 or something like
It's
what
the only comfortable way to sleep.
Yeah. I love it, Robert. Type free the tatas.
That's right.
No, I guess Luke gets 2 presenters because they're talking now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Walked across the same dirt, played the same places. And at the core of his success is a love for authentic music. I know that because I came from the same spot. Something that is naturally a part of his upbringing. And it drives incredible songwriting and storytelling. And his fans love it so much. And I love it so much because I've lived it, I've breathed it, I've played it. By any definition, his
Elsa, don't be negative.
superstar.
What? Hide the tatas.
Is what I admire as much as any of the great songs that he sings. It hasn't changed him one bit. He's quick to raise money for flood victims in Tennessee, or help out a kindergarten teacher or her students with supplies back in North Carolina. Pure and simple, Luke Combs' life and work are honest and sincere as the day is North Carolina long. And that's why I'm proud to call him my friend in tonight's first CMT Artist of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Combs.
Isn't that awesome, Wild Bill?
Yeah.
Ooh, I should mute that before you get a copyright strike.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just naturally a negative person. Well,
Well, damn, Elsa.
yeah. I mean, hide the tatas. I mean,
Damn the devil.
well, technically, the tatas are hidden most of the time anyway. I mean, if you wear clothes, they're pretty much hidden.
So I guess that's not really negative. Maybe it's positive for Elsa because Elsa doesn't want to see the tatas anyway.
No tatas.
Tatas are good for the blood. Happy about it?
Tatas are good for carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love what Elsa said. Good guess, Alvin. Oh, that you don't want to see the tatas?
She don't want to see tatas. She don't want nobody to see her tatas. So it's a tata free zone.
Yeah. LOL, Bill.
Well,
So what else are we going to talk about tonight, guys?
I don't know.
you know something? When they were showing the people that were going to be presenting, did a little thing about them.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean, I like Chris Stapleton and all, but they called him an outlaw. He ain't no outlaw. He does it Nashville's way. I just thought that was funny when I seen it.
What do you mean he does it Nashville's way?
He does it the way Nashville wants him to do it.
Mm-hmm.
He don't do it like an outlaw and do it his own way, like Eric does,
Yeah.
or like Waylon did.
Oh yeah. Well, Waylon was a true outlaw.
Oh yeah,
So was Willie.
yep, and Johnny.
Yeah.
Bill looks all talked out.
Yeah. Unless he has another rant inside him.
No.
I think he's ranting out tonight.
Yeah. No, I just think that country music has just got. See, a few years ago, man. I'm gonna say something, and it's not a bad thing. And I'm actually gonna give Garth some credit for change. Okay. When Garth came on the scene in '89, okay, country still had this, and I don't mean this in any bad way, but you had these country artists that did a certain thing, had a certain look, and all this stuff. Okay, here come a guy that he's thinking about them tatas. Oh my God, Elsa.
I'm thinking about those tatas too.
Anyway, here's a guy that comes on the scene. Okay.
Yeah.
That sings fairly traditional country, but he has a rock and roll live show. And when people seen him do his shows and seen him do live, and especially when Garth did that first really TV special that he done, okay, that changed the landscape. That got the younger generation into country music. They saw, here's a guy that's he's a little bit of country, he's a little bit rock and roll. He has, a rock and roll live show, and people were drawn to that. So Garth changed country music to a thing to where, okay, you got to start stepping up your A game. All right. Well, when he changed things, it was hard for a lot of artists to manipulate that, because Garth just had this thing that no one else done. What I'm trying to say is this: like Waylon and Willie and these guys like this right here,
yeah,
they were outlawed for a reason. They were outlawed because you take, for instance, Waylon. Waylon tried the Nashville way. It didn't work for him. And when Waylon's like, okay, look here, he was the only guy in Nashville at the time that got that was able to renegotiate his contract, and the record label let him do whatever the hell he wanted.
Yeah, and that's what happened.
That's why you got that album. What's the name of the album? It was the one that had Are You Sure Hank Done It That Way? It might have been. I think the album was called I've Always Been Crazy, I think was the name of the record, or something like that.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Anyway.
Yeah, Robert knows.
So he put that album out, and the hits started coming. Just like with Willie, man, when he put out that Stardust album that he put out.
Nope. Well, Google said it was on Dreaming My Dreams.
That's it. Dreaming My Dreams. That's right. That's the name of the record. That was the first album that he put out, okay, that he got to do it his own way. And after that, he was an outlaw, because he was considered a true outlaw, because he was the one that got to do what he wanted to, because Nashville, he failed him, so he got to make his own contract. And because he did that, Nashville really didn't like him being able to do what he wanted to do and to be successful at it. That's why he was an outlaw.
Yeah.
And then a lot of artists started following suit behind that. And the outlaw movement began. And, well, truthfully, if you really want to look at it, the original outlaw, the most wanted outlaw in the land, was Hank Williams. I mean, that guy,
Hank Williams.
Hank, man, that guy was, you talking about crazy. That dude was fucking nuts, man.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
He would he would jump off stage and start fighting people and shit.
Oh
I
man.
mean, he was crazy as hell, boy. They say one of the theories is they think that that's the reason why he died is because he got in a bar fight, like I think like a day or so before and they think that he might have like broke a rib or something, and some wind up had some internal bleeding and he bled to death. They think that's what happened to him. I think. I don't think they ever really truly know.
Yeah, I was wondering, do they even know how Hank Williams Sr. like actually died? Like what caused his death? Or
I don't know if they ever did an autopsy or not.
because I feel like that's one of the unsolved mysteries, as people would say, of country music. Like nobody really knows. Like, I mean, there's like those theories, but like it's more like conspiracy theories than anything. Yeah.
So I mean, you know, you got. I mean, it's crazy, but you got people out here like fucking Kane Brown that they consider fucking country music, and all you're doing is ruining the fucking genre. That's all the fuck you're doing, man. It's like, you know, you really can't call it country music anymore. It's almost like commercial music. You might as well just call it commercial music. Yeah. That's what the fuck it is. It's no longer country music anymore. I'm a true country boy, and nothing he sings fucking appeals to me. So how can it be country?
So you won't even buy Kane Brown's music on vinyl? Wild Bill, I think.
I don't have any intention of ever buying anything that Kane Brown does.
Yeah. You know you want it.
Yeah, you know you want it.
I wouldn't even buy a Kane Brown record if it had tatas on the front of it.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's like Kane Brown, like right above, and then you see the top. Yeah, funny.
Kane Brown's ready to kick your ass, Bill.
Yeah.
What about Kane Brown? Hell, I just walk in the backyard and he'll get lost.
Yeah.
That's true.
Now that I think about it, Kane Brown would be like the worst, like video game boss, like in a video game or something. Like you'd basically like be able to beat his ass in like a split second. Like he wouldn't even be a challenge for you. Like especially like all you could do is just get him to get lost in his backyard. And that's how you beat Kane Brown.
What you do is in the game, like you go through this level.
Yeah.
You know, people think you have to see. Actually, he's not a tough boss, but people think he's a tough boss because they think you have to fight Kane Brown to beat him. And as long as you fight Kane Brown, he's always going to win because that's not how you beat him. What you do is you have to get him to chasing you through his backyard, and then you escape. That's how you defeat him.
Yeah.
Massive heart attack.
Oh.
Who the hell had a massive heart attack?
Oh yeah.
Hank Williams.
Oh. Oh, okay. I was wondering what you were talking about.
But it was from drinking and drugs.
Drinking and drugs.
Ah, you motherfucker. Well, no wonder I couldn't get on there yesterday. Oh, well.
Yeah. So I just got the notification, like, Trish, if you're watching that, the new series by Deep Dive is going to premiere tomorrow on YouTube. Because like they're starting like a new series about like Disney Channel and stuff. I think they actually got this idea because of all the videos that Christy Carson Romano has been like making and kind of exposing Hollywood and stuff like that. And now Deep Dive is like doing it, but yeah, the premiere of the new series is called the Disney Channel Machine, and it premieres tomorrow. Yeah. Everything okay, Wild Bill?
Yeah.
Okay. He got up real fast and said, "Oh my God!" So
he got a cramp.
Yeah. Oh, Wild Bill's got a cramp. He got a crampy wampy poo or whatever you call it.
No, I'm getting something to drink.
Yeah. Drinking water.
Choking.
What?
Oh, he's choking.
Choking puke.
Damn.
Son of a bitch.
Piece of shit.
I know that's right. Tell it again. Oh, he's drinking water. I know how them things are.
Yeah.
Them damn things don't never want to open.
Yeah, that's actually true because I got water too. Like sometimes it's like very tight, and I'm like,
I think Kane Brown should name his next album The Backyard Sessions.
oh my God.
Eat some beef jerky.
That's actually hilarious because, I mean, I know you probably didn't mean to reference anything, but the reason I think this is hilarious is because I think Miley Cyrus already does something like that called the Backyard Sessions.
Yeah.
I mean, where she pretty much performs like classic country songs or classic songs of hers, like pretty much, I guess, in her backyard. She like strips them down. But yeah, Miley Cyrus actually does something like that. But that'd be hilarious. Kane Brown like should do that.
This thing would be like studio cuts, though.
Oh,
It'd be dumbass fucking music.
yeah. Maybe he should title his next song "Dumbass."
Dumas.
Yeah, Dumas.
Awesome. Yep. But
But yeah, I'm really happy for you, Elsa, about you getting your Wi-Fi. Because I know you've been waiting for that for like over a month now. Like, hasn't it been like over a month since you moved? Like this.
Oh, she got her Wi-Fi, huh?
Yeah, she got her Wi-Fi.
her Wi-Fi and her electricity.
Yeah, and her electricity.
Hell, it seems like that goes every minute.
Right, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like on and then off. It's on and then off.
This should be a song. Wow. Like, what? Just the way you sung that. On and then off.
Yeah, there it went.
Yeah, oop, there it went. Oop, there. Oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah, 6 weeks already. Yeah, can you believe 6 weeks have came and gone since you moved, Elsa? And to think while you were moving, Elsa, or in the process of getting everything, you were still found the time to, like, I don't know, reply to me on Messenger and everything and help me with what I was going through. I just think that was so wild and cool all at the same time.
You're like, shit, I don't have the power.
Yeah. Oh, instead of I have the power, it's I don't have the power.
You know what Elsa needs to do? Elsa needs to get her some solar panels.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And solar power. Maybe Elsa needs to live on that solar power. Should be a solar powered girl. Happy about it? Elsa?
In an uptown world.
Should be a solar powered girl in a solar powered world.
Yeah, I don't think that beat went with his song there, buddy.
Yeah, damn.
I got lost in my backyard, trying to find my way home.
Is that a good song?
I had to call the cops because I had nowhere where I was at. 'Cause I got lost in my backyard because I'm not a true country boy.
Yeah, that's gonna be on the next Kane Brown album or record. The neighbors across from us have solar panels.
Well, there you go. Then you need to get you some panels of solar.
Yeah, you need to get some, Elsa.
You need to get some sound. You need to get some panels of solar like Bears of Polar.
Yeah, I gotta get some.
Got some brown.
Maybe.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I need this shit.
Yeah, how the hell do you make this shit?
How do you what?
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry, trying to do something real fast.
Yeah, Roberto's trying to do something.
That apparently is not working.
My father thinks it's too expensive.
Yeah, but then when the power goes out, you'd still have the power.
Yeah, you still have the power.
But actually, if you do it right, you can make money off of solar like
Yep.
that. Because once you build up so much solar power like that, they'll buy electricity from you.
And that's a true story.
That's right.
And the truth of the matter.
Don't
Yeah, that's the truth of the matter.
He's lost it.
I think we both lost it.
Uh-huh. And I'm not joining.
What, you don't want to join in the...
No.
Why not, Roberto?
Yeah, why not? Don't think it would work for a house, because there's too many trees around that block the sun.
Well, that's one way.
Yeah, remember when we used to sing the comments, Elsa? Wasn't that the fun times?
Hell no.
What, when singing the comments? Hell no.
Actually, I did get a good laugh out of it, so.
Yeah.
Too many trees for the power of solar.
Yeah. Too many trees.
That's when you have to trim the leaves.
Trim the leaves.
Y'all really lost it tonight.
Yeah. Oh my God, I think that was a lot.
I think y'all sleep deprived.
I think that's actually true. I think I'm like, oh my God. Well, I'll be honest with you, I didn't get much sleep last night. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Oh my God. I was up pretty late last night. Because I was talking to like a couple of my other friends, which one of them was my soul sister and everything. And I literally finally was able to lay down, like get in bed and go to sleep at I think it was like 3:30 in the morning, like 3:30 or 4 in the morning. So then I go to bed, I close my eyes and start dozing off and everything. I'm literally asleep for maybe 30 to 45 minutes at most. And then I'm getting a call in the middle of the night. So I look at my phone, I see it's my sister. So then I answer, and my sister's calling me because she's like house sitting for our youngest sister right now. And because our youngest sister is actually out of town on like vacation with her husband right now. And so she's like house sitting for her, and where she's at right now, where my sister's at, because she's there with her dog and her cat and our youngest sister's dogs. And it's like storming really bad. Like there was like tornado sirens going off, like because my sister had just woke up because she was going to get up ready for work, and then the first thing she sees when she looks at her phone is like a tornado warning alert going off on her phone. And she's like, what? And apparently there was a tornado close by where she was at, and it was like really scary. Like there was even a tornado that hit down like downtown, and there was one that like was close by the local zoo here, and it was like really scary. And she was like, "This reminds me," like my sister was like freaking out on the phone. She's like, "This reminds me," like because it was like triggering her PTSD and everything. And she's like, "This reminds me of like the tornadoes of 2013, like it that scary, like or it felt like that." But luckily, it only lasted like an hour or two. But I was literally on the phone with my sister for like an hour this morning. So then I finally was able to try to fall back to sleep around like 6 or 7, even though it was raining here pretty bad too. I was scared like my power was going to go out, but luckily it didn't. Luckily, I wasn't like in the same boat as Elsa or anything. But still, it just. But yeah, that was kind of how my morning went. So. That's probably why I'm sleep deprived right now, because I didn't get much sleep last night, and I still had to wake up and start the day around like 10 this morning.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, since I'm sleep deprived and everything,
Yeah.
go to bed and dream about tatas.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I love it. I said, "Don't worry, Alvin, you'll live." I love how she said that. Like, that's the way to stay positive, Elsa.
I'm seeing comments. That means I'm sleep deprived and
sleep deprived.
Sing about and dream about tatas.
Oh, Elsa, you're not gonna dream about tatas? She gonna kick my ass. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little story there, Elsa, because I just thought I'd tell you guys, like, it was crazy. Like, not to mention also today is also my youngest sister's birthday. Like, that's another thing that my sister was telling me over the phone. Like, when will her youngest sister like finally have a normal birthday, because it's almost like some crazy shit always happens on October 13th for some reason. Yeah.
Well,
I love it. Elsa said no.
And it's also hump day.
Oh yeah, it is hump day. Happy about it?
Sure.
Hump day.
Hump day. Woo-woo.
I don't like that damn commercial, but I'll say it for you.
Well,
don't do it. Don't you do it.
Don't you do it, Robert. Stopping you while Bill. Happy about it?
I'm gonna go dream of tatas.
No, you can do that at 11.
No.
Hey, I didn't get much of the stream, okay?
Hey, it ain't my fault.
It ain't mine either.
Elsa, stop him from ending the stream.
You didn't
That's
have to lie with her.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna let her go to strangers' houses by herself? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not with all these weirdos around here.
Damn. Weirdos.
So what's the difference if I dream of tatas 9, tatas 11?
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah, I also said stop it, Bill. Alvin told me to tell you that. Oh my god.
I
can hear him, Elsa.
What?
I can hear him.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh yeah, because I was pointing at Elsa, said stop Bill from doing what he's trying to do. Stop Bill from ending the stream.
You look bored anyway, Robert.
No.
Like you're tired.
Yeah, it's like I'm bored out of my mind.
I'm just listening.
Yeah.
Just listening.
Just a listening party. Yeah. He hears nothing, Alvin.
I'm just listening.
Just listening. In the backwoods.
9 in the backwoods.
Yeah.
Listening in the backyard.
Yeah. What if he gets lost in the backyard while Bill hopping by?
Oh,
Now I've been in my backyard plenty of times. Ain't got lost.
So you know where exactly you're at when you're in your backyard.
I'm pretty sure he's got GPS on his phone.
Oh yeah. The hell was that?
It was a ding dong noise.
It was a ding-a-ling, ding-dong.
Yeah, it was a ding a ling ding dong. But yeah, we're happy for you also that you finally got your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh my god.
What?
Oh,
Shit.
Yeah, and it's live on camera when I said that. That's funny.
Oh,
sounds like the old man's over there getting a little agitated.
Yeah.
getting sleepy is what it is.
Calm down, old man.
I tried to take a fucking nap earlier today and it just didn't work
Yeah.
Why is that?
because I was tired. I need to go back to the doctor and get I think a higher dose of that thyroid medicine I've been taking.
Yeah.
Who the hell is he?
It's-
Let's see.
plus I'm just about out of it too, and it's my last refill, so I gotta go.
Yeah.
I need to make an appointment and go.
Yeah.
Damn, maybe you do need to go to bed.
Oh, he's gonna go to bed by.
Cause man, you know, you get like I got like people don't understand. Like sometimes, like when your thyroid is fucked up, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much rest and stuff you had. You could be sitting there in the middle. I remember one time when I was living in New York.
Yeah.
And I got up that day and my family was up for vacation. And I fucking forgot to take my damn thyroid medicine. And I got tired as hell and I'm sitting there in the fucking chair in the middle of the day just going just fucking sleeping like and
But yeah,
when I woke up they were gone. They had went back to the damn they went back to the campsite or whatever, back to the park or whatever. And I felt so bad about that, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, they understood and stuff, but man, I'm gonna tell you, like, the tiredness you feel sometimes, man, it just feels like you just been drained of every fucking thing you got. Man.
oh my God, Wobbit, I almost like totally forgot because like you've talked about this before in streams before, and you were telling because I was telling you guys how I'm like tired all the time, and I think you actually told me, well, Bill, like that you think that it's possible I could have a thyroid problem myself because I've never been diagnosed with that, but.
And all they got to do is take blood work, and they can tell you within like probably a day or two. Sometimes
Whether or not there's problems with my thyroid or something.
Yeah, because what it does is it's supposed to I think it's supposed to be like a certain level, and they can tell you just by taking your blood at like what it's supposed to be, and then if it's off, whether it's high or low, they give you medicine to help regulate it, so you don't feel as tired and shit. And I think sometimes they do. I think surgery can fix it, but I don't think they recommend the surgery as much as they do trying to regulate it through taking medicine and stuff.
Yeah.
Whether it's I think mine is one. I think it's hypo.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they said it was, hypo.
Yeah.
And so, oh man, I just feel fucking like I just get god awful tired, man. But I know, like I can tell you something right now. I know the difference in when I take my medicine, and when I don't take it, because I'm telling you,
Yeah.
boy, it's like damn night and day.
Yeah.
Thyroidism, yep. Hypothyroidism.
That's weird. But yeah, it's just a hypothyroidism.
Some people you get it, and it works to the point to where you don't gain a lot. You don't hardly gain no weight. It's like you
Yeah.
because it whatever. Like I knew this one chick, she had a thyroid problem. She was skinny as hell. She never gained any damn weight. I mean, she was like, I called her. I mean, she was like a fucking twig.
Yeah.
It's a fucked up thing, man. I think I'd rather have like a damn sinus cold or some shit like that than have to deal with fucking damn thyroid shit.
Well, hell, if you need to go, you can go. You know I ain't gonna keep you.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just like today, man. Like I said, I tried to take a fucking nap, but I just could not. And that's the thing I hate about me, man, because I'm one of them type of people that it's not easy for me to go to sleep. It doesn't matter what the hell I'm doing. I could be, like I said, with my thyroid problem, be tired as fuck, but I'll lay there, and it's like I can't. My body just won't go to sleep, and and my brain's always like it's constantly wired or some shit, and it's like, what the fuck?
I know how that is.
Like your brain just don't want to shut off.
yeah.
And so yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, it's been awesome. I had a good time tonight hanging out with y'all, talking shit about
Yeah.
all that good stuff like that. And I hate you missed part of the stream, Robert. But if you want to go back and watch the rant at the very beginning of it, then
Yeah.
you'll be like, yeah,
Oh, I will.
because that was the best part of it. But yeah. So I think, guys, I'm gonna go. But y'all have a good night. I love y'all guys, and
Love you too.
y'all want to do a sign out or something. If you don't want to, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Well, good night, and remember, Taylor sucks, man.
Damn the devil. Demon do.
That's right.
Well, yeah, been your favorite Chipman boy Alvin here. Thank you for letting me on screen tonight while Bill, and I'm very sleep deprived right now.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so tired. Like, now that I think about it, I'm probably gonna try to go to bed early. I hope your Wi-Fi stays on and your electricity stays on, Elsa. And oh yeah, don't forget about my messages I've sent you on Messenger and everything. But yeah, with that being said, don't forget to stay geekity, everybody. Oh yeah, as I always say, Taylor rocks, man. Yeah, baby. And oh yeah, hashtag free by 40, hashtag free the tatas, hashtag free the twins, hashtag free the nipples.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that's like all of them, all the above. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me for now, guys. Been your favorite Tim boy Alvin here, and I am mucking out. Blaze.
Awesome.
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
LOL, I'm not counting on it. We're damn.
Well, so I just want to say, in all seriousness, though, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Make sure you get checked out. Make sure
Yeah.
you care of yourself because breast cancer is not something to play around with.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people have lost their lives due to that. And, but well, what else was I going to say?
Yeah.
And I just want to tell everybody, you know, have a good night, and if there's some really cool Halloween stuff out, go check it out. Go check out some movies. If you want to check out that House on Haunted Hill,
Yeah.
you can watch it free if you got Prime.
Yeah. And in color too. Happy about it.
Color, yeah, and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I will talk to some of y'all tomorrow. And that's about it. Oh, and you just got an hour and 5 minutes to free the twins, because remember it's National No Bra Day on Hump Day. So
yeah, Elsa and Trish and whoever else, are you beautiful women out there?
that's right.
Just remember, it's no bra day for at least another hour and a half. Well, actually, I guess it's not really for Elsa anymore since she's like in another.
It's no bra day for a good cause. Let's put it like that. But anyway, so y'all take it easy. Love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Yeah. And for Elsa, hello, nurse.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I guess that could work for Trish as well, since she loves that to say.